Kia ora, welcome to Bustaz. Well, that's 2019 finished and it's into 2020. So it's maybe a good time to look back at where we've been this year. I've learnt a lot about cabinet making. Let me introduce you to my wonderful pocket hole machine, or pocket hole jig, you might say. Like most saws, it's 38mm, but I actually want my cut to be on the opposite side of the blade, so I need to know the distance to the other side. Now, this is a 2mm blade, so that's 40mm. So the whole thing's out by the thickness of the ply. So I'm going to either have to take this and move it back 12mm, or that and move it up, which I think is what I'm going to do. Well, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I've done a lot of cabinet making. Soft close drawers. Tricky little latches, marine style latches that won't open until you pull a button. Two pocket holes, opposite two pocket holes, the screws clash, so you can't do that. I feel like I've learned a fair bit. I certainly did not have any idea what I was doing at the beginning, even though I may not have much of an idea what I'm doing now. I've managed to knock up a few cabinets, a few sets of drawers. Now this last drawer is a little shorter, so I'm going to take a couple of my spacers out and just use this block as a spacer. So there we have it, drawer's done. I've learnt a bit about sanding. Sanding, not at all fun. It's going to take me a long time. I use my belt sander. It removes quite a bit, and then I switch to my random orbital. Actually, I've spent entirely too much time this year sanding. That's more like it. Mostly finished now. As you've seen, I've finished the bench tops. Osmo wood protector as a base, and we followed that with Osmo top oil. And then this section is fixed, that's our bar top. Even put a sink and a tap in. Pretty cool, huh? Just 8 clamps all the way around. Throwing the tap in. Looks good. And I've chewed through rather a lot of epoxy. So I've gone with the West System resin. Seems it's the best, but a big chunk of that resin was these pumps. 1 squirt of this, of the resin, 1 squirt of the hardener, gold flake. Simply pour it in the hole. Piece of cake. I guess that's the beauty of DIY, learning all the time. When it doesn't work, chisel it out, do it again. And I've come up with some crazy designs, and some of them have even worked. So a simple reclining couch with fold-up access underneath. It lifts back up. To lower it, you would pull it forward. The back would drop down, and because it's kind of almost under its own weight, it would probably just want to go back there. Yeah, so while I look at the bus today, and it doesn't really feel like I've achieved a hell of a lot in the last year, and there's a lot of parts of the bus finished, even if you know, it's not quite coming together yet. Here's another set of drawers done, but it's done. Pocket holes galore. So here's the sink installed. Epoxy's done right now. So this time it finished up good. The finish is exactly what I was hoping for. I also knocked up a little breadboard. It works. It's in. And it looks good. Had a few little highlights on YouTube. We had our first troll on a video that I did about some plant-based chicken substitute stuff, which is, it's actually surprisingly yummy. It's actually not bad. You should try some. And we've had one video just go kind of crazy. It's getting 2 or 3 views an hour for, you know, someone who doesn't really know what they're doing, just knocking up a bus. That's pretty cool. It's way more than any of our other videos, and I think it's up probably close to 3,500 views as we film this. I've measured it about 17 times. I'm going to measure it another 3 times before I start cutting. You know, I think that'll make a butcher's block. This is approximately how the sink's going to look. What I do know about it is that it was a topic that I had a lot of trouble finding videos on, finding information on how to do it, so I kind of just had to wing it a bit, and then I made my own video to help out anyone else who was trying to also do that. So it looks like a lot of people must have been looking for that sort of thing, so that's quite cool. We've bought some pretty neat things for the bus, in particular the fireplace, which you can see here. Since Hope bought it, I guess she should have the honour of lighting it. So it works, it gets hot, doesn't catch fire, but most importantly, it makes coffee. I've left the hot plate red, just for the hell of it, but then given the whole fire a coat of matte black exhaust paint. We bought a lot of cool things off of AliExpress, just little things here and there. New camera. And you can adjust it all and see it all on this little LED screen here. One here would sense that it's half full. And literally a user manual. So the shunts there, electronic board. Now these are Wi-Fi control switches. Actually everything you see here is from AliExpress. Not only is it LED, it's 24 volts. Learned a bit about painting. Today I'm a spray painter. And of course Hope's done a fair bit of painting, which has been a real bonus. And she gets to tell her story.
Today, we're not going to learn anything.
You're free.
Ask me anything. This, I'm not sure if people know, but if you wrap your paintbrush in Glad Wrap, then it doesn't go hard. Same paintbrush I've used for 4 or 5 days running. Don't know if that's well known. That's my only tip. That's the only thing that I have to offer you. The rest of the time today, I'm going to be talking shit again. Darren, you might have to beep out some of these words. And then when you actually see them, you've got stuff to say to them. Which is good. Job done. I meant to do an outro and I can never remember. The pressure gets to me, but anyway. If you'd like to subscribe. Not sure after this you would, but if you do, just push the bells and whistles and things around the screen. Thanks for watching. Ciao.
So while things are a little slow at the moment, having spent all our money, we have been quite busy. So my top priority now for 2020 is to really get into finding someone to do these seat belts. It's been a real nightmare the last 12 months. I've literally spent the last 12 months trying to get an engineer to help me with them, to no avail. So I'm going to give it another push today, basically go right back to the top of the engineers list and start again, because I've pretty much reached the bottom. I've rung everyone that anyone can recommend to me, and it's not gone well. So we're really looking forward to the coming year. I hope you guys stick with us and follow our progress, and we'll show you along the way where we're getting it right and where we're getting it wrong, and the things we're learning. And if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see, just mention it down in the comments below, and we'll see if we can do something special there. So if you've got any ideas you're interested in, any parts of the bus you want to know more about, yeah, just let us know. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, hit the little like button. It means a lot to us. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. Take care. Mā te wā.